Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Anime Gourmands, a podcast that is currently struggling to not caramelize themselves. What does that mean? We don't know. But our gourmands are Kevin, Angel, Tanner. As always, Cade will be joining us next week. Gents, how are you?
Good.
Angel?
Quite well. I was
Quite
very
well
productive
indeed.
today.
Sounds like we're in good spirits. Angel, quick question. All right, as a non-Pokemon guy, why Pal World?
All right, hear me out. Have you ever looked at a depresso
Yes.
and forced it to work its whole life?
I think he's talking about me.
Yeah. A matter of I work with them every day. That's funny. So you like causing suffering of pals?
Indeed.
I'm starting to understand why PETA was so against Pal World. Tanner, as a Pokemon diehard,
I wouldn't say diehard, but
as like the glaziest Pokemon man I've ever seen. Some people call you the caramelized Pokemon fan online. From all the glazing.
He does glaze.
Why not Pal World?
It seemed like a game that was going to be a fad. I'm kind of surprised it stuck around so long.
I think there is something to be said about like it is such a blatant ripoff. It's triggering all the dopamine receptors of the OG Pokemon. People who grew up with it, but people who kind of fell out of love with Pokemon due to Nintendo, maintaining its status as a children's game, keeping it basic, not really reinventing or overhauling the graphics, right? I think it's pretty understandable why there's a sizable group of people who enjoy Pal World. Not to the point of getting a trading card game.
Yeah, that's
too
wild.
many trading card games out there now, man.
I know, but I mean,
Tanner can only get into so many.
Only one. Thank you.
Yeah. No, Tanner, do yourself a favor. Don't get addicted to any of the multiplayer card games like Gwent or Marvel Snap. What's the other one I'm forgetting? Runeterra. I almost said RuneScape. Oh.
I'm unfamiliar with all of these games.
Good. Stay unfamiliar. They are time sinks like crazy. But hey, we're not a trading card game podcast. All right, we are an anime podcast, and last week we did our season preview for summer of 2026, and we said we were gonna do Jaadugar, Sparks of Tomorrow, and Supermarket, but Supermarket only has 2 episodes out, so we switched out Kaijuu Girl for Supermarket. And we're going to start with Kaijuu Girl Caramelise. Tanner, you watched this one.
Yeah, I did.
Can I say first?
Yes. No.
It was a much better show than I was anticipating.
It was much more entertaining than I thought. I mean, I didn't even really know all that much to expect. Look, to be completely honest with you, we do the synopsis readings, and I very promptly forget everything that was talked about in them. So, like, a lot of these shows that, like, I'm not already familiar with, I am going into going, I wonder what this will be about.
I think I to an extent agree with you there that like they kind of just in one ear out the other. But what does stick in my head sometimes is what studio's behind it. And this one, I remember we said Lead-In Films was behind the animation for this one. And there is a certain moment in episode 1 where I was reminded of that fact, right? When Kuroe and Minami are walking the Tokyo streets at night and her bullies show up and Minami grabs her hand and she starts getting like the rush of emotions, right? It's the prelude to her fully transforming into a kaiju. And you get this gorgeous scenery of the night sky with this like pink hue. And I'm just like, damn, for a second, I thought I was watching Call of the Night.
Oh, did they do Call of the Night?
They also did Call of the Night. And it had that like sort of aesthetic, but all the time. You know what I mean? Here it was just in that like one moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I kind of like this show a little bit. Tanner, what did you think?
I definitely went into it going, this show could be like what am I trying to say? Like halfway through episode 1, I was like, this could be an entertaining show. This could also be very generic at the same time. And I was pleasantly surprised that it was definitely leaning more on the entertainment side. It gave me like Psyche K vibes sometimes with like some of the character dynamics, like with the, oh God, what was her name? The crazy girl. You know who I'm talking about.
Manatsu,
yeah. Like she totally gives me I really wish I could remember the characters from Psyche K, but there's like the total like Chunibyo type.
Yes.
Right? It was good. In a good way, it reminded me of Psyche K. But then I was also surprised at how well they kind of pushed it into like the romance aspects of everything towards like the end of episode 3. They had me feeling bad for freaking Minami. I was like, damn, she's really out here just breaking this guy's heart. Shit.
Yeah, I agree. Minami for a little bit became like, I don't know. Have you ever had a first date kind of go wrong? You know what I mean?
Bold of you to assume I go on a lot of dates.
I never said a lot. I said, have you ever gone on a first date?
Yeah, a few.
There is like a sense of like dread that was coming through his character that I was empathizing with. The dread of like, oh man, I think I'm wasting both of our times here. You know, so
yeah,
is what it is. Is what it is. Happens. Not every date sparkle 10 out of 10.
Bro, but there's so many moments where you see that it wants to be that. and then you know, she has to not like destroy another fucking building, right?
Right. Tanner, in these first 3 episodes, how invested did you become in like the romance? Because I think it's very clear this is a romance forward show.
The romance, not as much. Like it hit the right parts where like it had me invested when it was like pushing the romantic moments, but like I'm not necessarily over here like rooting hardcore from the sidelines, you know. I more so enjoyed the crazy like character dynamics that seem to be coming through with like, you know, the super nice guy, and then there's the crazy girl, and then there's the main character who's like I guess sort of introverted, but by like not by her or by her own circumstance, I guess. Yeah, I enjoyed that part more. Manatsu's moments had me laughing. Like,
yeah,
Manatsu. Those fucking like chauffeur-ish guys with the fucking like mohawks and weird ass masks.
Yeah, so I think the implication is that I think her dad wrote a very popular kaiju media of some kind. I think it's implied to be Godzilla. Because she's just drowning in money. I think those chauffeur guys are like essentially like butlers.
Yeah.
She's living like a Kaguya style, like lifestyle, if you will. Or if not her, the girl from Asobi Asobase. You know, she has
God.
the weird butler who farts lasers. Yeah. Check out that show. It's a great show.
Oh man.
What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I like the name for the dog, Jumbo King.
Jumbo King. Yes.
I think I was surprised at how many bits had me laughing. You know, Manatsu's definitely a great example. Jumbo King, like the show, it just has like a general silly humor.
Yeah.
That I think was enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, I was also laughing at certain moments. Also, the way that man took a bite out of that pancake.
Oh yeah.
That was I was sitting on the couch watching, and I was like, "Whoa! What? This guy's putting it on hard, heavy. Holy shit!"
It was a really romantic moment, otherwise, until he does that.
He hit the hot guy shit hard.
He hit the hot guy shit, and I was like, "You didn't need to do that. You kind of ruined the cuteness vibe, if anything." So yeah, I mean, I like I said, I like that initial, like that first. It wasn't even really a date, but that pancake hangout sesh. Up until he forcibly took a bite of that pancake. I was like, whoa, man. Like, that's a red flag a little bit, you know? I know she was offering, but like, just like lean your head in a little bit. I did enjoy like Minami having kind of like the heart of gold. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a pure-hearted dude who just has a crush on an alt girl, you know. Happens to all of us.
It does happen to all of us.
Tanner, you have anything else you want to say about Kaiju Girl Caramelise?
I don't think so, honestly. It's like, it's a show that's entertaining to watch, but I feel like there's not a lot to talk about in it.
Yeah.
Kind of a surface level show so far.
So far. I think the only thing I would like to caution people about this show is there are two words that I think are in a lot of anime, and it's not usually in a positive sense, in a positive light. And those two words are camera angles. They choose some camera angles sometimes where I go, you didn't need to do that. That was a choice. It was not a good choice.
Which camera angles are you speaking of? I'm just curious.
Like when...
Yeah, please tell the audience what camera angle specifically.
Jeez.
I need to remind...
what minute and what second mark on the Crunchyroll stream?
I know you wrote it down. No, I'm joking.
I know you clipped it. Yeah, there's like a scene where she's like examining her tail because it's not going away, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
I think I know exactly what you're talking about right now.
It's like you didn't have to show the angle of her like on her hands and knees from the back. You know, like it didn't have to do that.
No. On the opposite side of that though, the moment where she's like opening up to Minami in the freaking like gym storage room, and then the tail disappears and it's just a hole in her pants with her freaking cheeks sticking out, that was actually kind of funny.
That was funny. It was a good bit. Did not mind that at all.
Yeah, see that's for the sake of humor, which was good.
Yes. And the only other instance was when I think it was early in episode 1 where she's changing and they're just like electing to show her in her undergarments. Some choices that I do not agree with being in modern anime, but it's not so over the top like 100 Girlfriends, for example, where you go like, okay, this is like a pervy show through and through. You know, I don't think it falls under that category, but it's almost like it's just underneath the surface a little bit. Like it's like, do we want to be a little pervy? It's like, stay down there. But yeah, that's my only other comment. Tanner.
Yes.
Kaiju Girl Caramelise. Is this a show? And by the way, for people who are not aware, on the 3-episode portion of the reviews, it's a pass-fail system. We're not rating how good it is, how bad it is. We're just rating if we would want to see more. And Tanner, I posed that question to you. Would you want to see more Kaiju Girl Caramelise for review purposes?
Hmm.
Is this a show that's got you excited? Could you binge it in a weekend?
I could. I think it's a very easy show that you could have on in the background. But do I think it's like top 10 worthy? I'm not so convinced. I think it's all right. I think it's got promise, but it's a gamble. Is it gonna get better? I don't know.
Tough to say.
It is tough to say.
Remember, we did have a problem last season with Blow.
I know. We had too much.
We had too many
Which
shows.
is why I'm trying to be more critical, because I would have been like, yeah, it's good. Let's pass it. Now I'm going to say maybe not. But who knows? I'm going to say no, but I might reconsider or ask you to reconsider as well if I see any like absolutely goated moments being talked about online.
We could even go one step further. We could watch episode 4 next week. Kind of do like a Zenshu situation. Remember Zenshu?
I do remember Zenshu. Zenshu, I'm glad that we watched more of it.
Yes, because one episode later we were like, oh no, this show's actually really good.
Yeah.
Maybe this show might warrant a return next week. Potentially, I don't know. Or maybe we're just a flat no.
I'd be all right with saying no, but I'll watch one more episode, and if my opinion changes, I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. So we'll reconvene next week to finalize our caramelized decision. Boom. Moving on to Jaadugar. Could we say the most unique anime in a while, artistically speaking?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say when I saw this show announced at last year's Anime Expo, I was not so convinced of the stylization, but now I like it.
It reminds me of a different show we watched.
Oh, in terms of theme or in terms of aesthetic?
Aesthetic.
Really? Because I can't picture anything.
What show?
It's might be similar enough. I think it's I don't remember the name of the show, but it's like the little boy. He's a king. There's
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
Yes. It kind of has a similar palette to it, I would say, in my eyes.
I can see what he's putting.
Yeah. Now that you say it, I it's not one for one or anything, but there's in terms of like the proportions they're using and like the rounded faces and that. Yeah, I can definitely see some similarities that could be drawn. Jaadugar, Angel, 3 episodes. What did you come away with?
Anime of the season already.
Anime of the season. That's crazy.
Oh, that's bold. But is it warranted, Tanner?
I thought it was really good. It had me wanting to watch more. Like, I want to know what happens next, Mm-hmm. And I think that is a mark of an engaging, good story. If it's not obvious, right?
Right.
Yeah, it gets you attached to Sitar or Fatima, as she now is calling herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was an interesting show in that, like, it made me go, oh, slavery, interesting, right?
Yeah,
I was not expecting that theme to show up for sure.
But
I moved up episode 1 and yep.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh no, where's this gonna go? But it had you caring about the people who, I guess, like, they didn't so much as like buy her, but like they were like doing a favor for the guy who was going to sell her, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Ended up kind of becoming her family. Like I was like, okay.
Dude was like, I can't get rid of this one. Take her, please.
They're good people. Okay. Maybe they're not all bad. I say that.
There are good
tentative.
slave owners.
Oh, Jesus
I didn't want to
Christ.
step quite that far across the line, you know, but
I think it is important to recognize that slave culture in that part of the world at that time was very different than other parts of the world
American
at
slavery.
different parts of time. From my understanding, which is not very much.
I'm not historically learned enough to know.
But what I was sure of, even from episode 1, because episode 1's kind of a vibe, you know what I mean? You're kind of like a happy story, you know. People are getting along. Tara's kind of doing this thing with Muhammad, and Fatima is acting all motherly and all that. Like, that's all good and dandy. But I'm like, the show is called A Witch in Mongolia.
And not a witch in Persia.
Indeed. And so, historically speaking, the Mongols are basically the boogeymen. You're not getting a happy story when the Mongols are involved. That's just, fact eternal. Ghost of Tsushima, for example, Mulan, and now we have another one, Jaadugar. South Park. Now, okay, maybe it's just me and my twisted mind, but I cannot say the word Mongolia without, the South Park episode just like bubbling in my chest. And I'm just like, oh, God, don't say it. Don't say it. Only Cartman can
I'm not
say
familiar.
it. No, really?
I am not familiar either.
Oh, it's just me.
I think you should enlighten us.
I will enlighten you with a clip.
Can you reenact it for me?
I'm definitely not doing that. This is like a really early South Park. South Park already doesn't give a shit, but very early South Park was the least amount of shits given. So let's see here. Dang it. Here's an issue that I did not foresee.
I'm waiting.
I'm just gonna have to.
It's not on YouTube. It's too spicy for YouTube.
It's not that. It's the look. Bang. I'm just gonna have to put a note. La Terre. Boom, boom, bing, bong. There we go.
Can you read the title for me?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
If you know, you know. And if you do know, yeah, that impression is front of mind whenever the word Mongolia is mentioned. But anyways, back to the anime. Not South Park the anime, but the anime Jaadugar. How did you guys feel by episode 3?
Sorry, about what? I'm watching the clip.
I'm sure you are. How did you feel about Jaadugar by episode 3? Were you feeling tension? Was there I'm assuming we all binged 3 episodes in one go.
Yeah.
Stylization, great. Animation, fantastic. Story, very engaging. I wanted to know what's gonna happen next. Now she has this whole plot of I need to become the ideal person in order to get the book back, right? So now she's there's this whole sort of conniving aspect to it, and she's being helped by that one kid as well. Don't remember his name, but yes,
Shira
Lee. I liked it. Very good.
Angel, we said during the preview reading that this show kind of has elements that made Orb interesting from the onset. just from the description, do you think that carried through as you were watching it? Did the image of orb pop into your head at all?
It did not, and in fact, I don't recall this comparison.
It was me. I said it.
Okay.
Uh, I said it because there was a sense of like we have someone who is learning stuff that they otherwise wouldn't be expected to learn in the society that they're in, you know. It didn't have so much of the like Inquisition feelings, despite the presence of Mongols. It just had that like forbidden knowledge feeling from the description. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. It didn't really, you know, pop into my head either watching the show. You guys have anything else you want to say about Jaadugar? Do you have a favorite moment, a favorite aspect of the show that you want to highlight?
I feel like it's tough to pick a specific moment because I think it keeps a pretty good balance of like inspirational moments or like awe-inspiring moments throughout.
Mm-hmm. And it says it's hard to pinpoint.
One thing I appreciated was like I feel like many times in media you see like religion bad, religion anti-science, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, orb specifically is one you could compare that to, right? But I like to see sort of the opposite take where like it was this sort of like fusion of religion and like the pursuit of knowledge, right?
Totally.
Or at least from that family's perspective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they say that region is responsible for like a lot of modern mathematics, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of modern scientific concepts as well. So it does make sense historically, at least, that that's the vibe being shown, right? And the reason why that vibe in Orb isn't shown is because historically, the church really did kill people who believed in heliocentrism. Like that's just historically accurate. You know?
Yeah.
So it really does go to show like you can have stories kind of have similar ingredients, but depending on where you set them in, it changes the vibe entirely. Which is a good thing. Angel, anything you want to spotlight here? Oh, he muted himself. He's what are you hiding, you coward?
Coward.
Well, I'm gonna assume he muted himself because he stepped away. Tanner,
Kevin,
big question.
Big
Jaadugar, 3 episodes. You watched. Would you watch 12?
Yes, 100%.
12.
No question about it.
Angel, same question to you. Would you watch 12 episodes of Jaadugar for the end of season review?
Absolutely. Weekly.
Oh, he's in. He's all in. Angel, I do want to get maybe a little bit more of a sense of like what is it about Jaadugar that has got you enthralled?
I don't know. It's just different.
I
went into it blind. Good quality. Like, what more can I say?
Yeah. It's a fresh. Well, I'm in it as well, boys. So that's 3 passes. End of season review on the way. Thank you to Science Saru for just being the goats these days, just carrying the anime industry on their backs. Let's move on to the final show for this mid-season review, Sparks of Tomorrow, a show that Tanner is intimately familiar with.
I watched the first 2 episodes early, thanks to Anime Expo.
Woo! I miss it still. Sparks of Tomorrow, Tanner.
Kevin.
I mean, you already knew the first 2 episodes were good. How much were you anticipating the third? Like, was this something you were thinking about, since Expo, or?
I mean, I was definitely excited to watch more. It's KyoAni, so rarely do they ever miss. Have they ever missed?
Oh, I'm sure they have. Can I think of one? No.
Nope, me neither. It's been like 3 it must be 3 weeks since I saw the first 2 episodes. And so going into the third, I kind of was like, okay, I'm having to remind myself exactly what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But immediately brought me back into it. Picked it up.
With my wife.
You mean my honey? I don't know if you watch it in Japanese, but he says my dub, honey in English.
Oh God.
Yes. Literally, he'll be
funny.
like talking like blah blah blah, blah my honey in the usual sort of like accented English.
Jeez.
It's actually great. It makes it so much funnier. I was surprised that they turned oh man, what's his name? Please remind me.
Whose name?
That guy, white hair. Awesome. Yosuke, that's right. They really turned his character around in episode 3. Like, you start out going, I hate this guy. He's so weird in every way and in a lot of bad ways.
What do you mean? He's just, declaring people their wives and, tearing through property that isn't his and just a dick in general.
Can we talk about the brief lines on his pants too?
Yeah, talk about him.
It's just a funny detail to add.
It is. It's so specific. I also love how out of shape he is. Like, he's just running
through the river
for like a minute, and he's already like, guys, did you get it? Go without me. For a second, when the heron picked up the case for the book, I was like, oh God, it's gonna fly away, and it's gonna be this whole mess. But
yeah, I was so ready.
It just ended up dropping it. Yeah,
I was so ready for anything to happen. I one thing I really like about KyoAni shows specifically is like, I feel like the characters are always so well rounded. Like, rarely do you have a character that's like only there to be like the comedic relief or something like that, right?
Right.
But so like, because you kind of get an idea in these first 2 episodes I'll talk about specifically, I guess, of the characters and like what their kind of main personality tropes are. But like, the is he the like older brother, the fiance to the older sister? The like kind of like brawny guy, right?
You mean best boy? He's my favorite so far.
Dude, he's funny. Like in the scene where he's chasing oh my God, I need to pull up like the fucking character list or some shit, man.
So you're talking about Kuga and he's chasing Kihachi,
yes. And Kihachi turns the corner and then Kuga's chasing after him, and then there's the baby stroller, and he fucking smashes his fist through the wall next to him to stop himself, does like a fucking backflip.
Shoe goes flying.
Yes, so good. Also, I feel like they had some translation differences from like what I saw at Anime Expo to this, because like in the way so Kihachi calls Inako Inago, right? Because he like, I guess mishears her at first, but then he just keeps calling her that. Right.
Right. It translates to little bug apparently,
but I don't think they had that detail when I saw it the first time. I think they just put her name as Inago in the subtitle, and then she'd always be like, it's Inako, right? So I don't know if in the dub, how do they navigate that joke?
He just calls her little bug over and over again. Like literally. Yeah, he doesn't say Inako ever, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, interesting. So they don't even like they don't find a way to make it like a play on words type thing.
No,
like,
not even a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, I do think that it is probably too subtle to come through in a dub to keep it the way it is. And then any more than that, you're kind of butchering it. So I think it was a fine choice to kind of change it to Little Bug instead of trying to keep.
I'm sure it just feels more like teasing.
Yes, yes, it does.
But I also love the sense of wonder that this show gives, you know. Like at first I was fully ready to just like have that sort of like childlike sense of like the journal really is just his drawings, and his brother was just so like confident that, you know, the imagination of a child would be the like savior of electricity or whatever, right? But then, you know, they reveal that his brother took Kihachi's drawings and then actually thought it through and like came up with ways to make it work, even if they're sort of riddle like, right?
Totally.
Yeah, it and the music is so good in this. It gave me very much like Sound Euphonium vibes, lots of like brass symphony type music.
Yeah, it matches the like busy aesthetic. No, that's the wrong word. The busy like vibe that the setting takes place in. And then, you know, there's a lot of chases. There's a lot of like move, and then, you know, they're building the full moon of light or whatever, and even that's like very, very busy looking, right? As he's going from checkpoint to checkpoint, you know, carving bamboo, making filaments, testing light bulbs. So overall, like the music being part of that package, I thought was like absolutely perfect. Definitely a highlight point for me as well. Now, Tan, you have in these first 3 episodes, like what is kind of your driving factor, you know, that's making you like want to watch more?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And this is what makes KyoAni special, is they find a way to make like ordinary things feel so much more than what they are. Like with just, you know, something as like everyday as the light bulb, right? Making it this like wondrous thing in a world that doesn't have anything like that. And it's not just like and it's like told from a different perspective with the whole like, oh, everything's powered off of steam, and it's sort of this like otherworldly concept of having like practical electricity, right? Yeah, I think it's those aspects that like both make KyoAni a great studio and great storytellers, as well as what makes me really enjoy the show and want to keep watching it.
Agreed. I really enjoyed kind of the well, there were 2 things that like were I think unique to KyoAni in this anime. I think I worded that really poorly. Things that were unique even in KyoAni anime, if that makes sense. Things that KyoAni hasn't really done before. Which is the characters make a lot more faces than I remember other KyoAni anime doing. Like expressions, silly expressions.
Yeah. Inako hits a lot of those.
Yes, but even my boy Kihachi, like he has like the long like duck lips when he like blabbers. You know?
Oh yeah.
I said duck lips. They're more like hummingbird lips. They're just like long and narrow,
bird-like. Yeah.
And then the second thing is when he goes into this like really like inspired state, Kihachi, that is, and he like is imagining like a potential future application for electricity. You know, they changed the animation style completely, but it's like a blend of real world and a blend of this like new like choppy animation style. It looks almost AI in a sense. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but it has like a sort of, you know, an incompleteness to it that I think is so, that is kind of what imagination is, right? Like when you're imagining something, like you can imagine like the vague picture, or at least this is how my imagination works.
Yeah.
But it's not complete, right? There's like facets of it missing that separate your imagination from real life. And I think that this show does a really good job of kind of representing that. So yeah, Tanner, any last words before I ask the question? Dark question.
No, I don't think so, really.
In that case, Tanner, Sparks of Tomorrow, would you watch 12 episodes for an end of season review?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I agree as well.
100%.
And that is gonna be it. Oh, you know what? One final word. All right. About Sparks of Tomorrow. That brother's a good looking dude.
Seiroku?
Seiroku is just,
yeah.
bro.
He's pretty fine, isn't he?
Oof. I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know how they do it. Anyways, that was the last of that. Let's go on to recap what we did.
You know what we're gonna do, Kevin?
Uh-oh.
We're gonna bring it all the way back to Kaiju Girls Caramelize.
That's right.
And because there was something that I realized I forgot to talk about that is actually probably the best part of the show.
Oh.
It's the opening song, man.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yes.
It's such a great fusion of screamo death metal and like pop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not quite Gachiakuta. You know what I mean? Where it's just like death metal the whole time. It's got that nice like, hey, this is a little cute metal, you know.
Bro, I could be in a crowd with a light stick, absolutely cheering on.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, we got our Persona light sticks. We can crack out.
Hell yeah.
If the battery hasn't died yet.
I'm sure it's just like double A's or something.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, just to recap, Kaiju Girl, we kind of put a small pin in it. Not a big pin though.
It's more of a like not going through unless it just so happens to pop off in one more episode. But
correct.
Most likely won't.
We'll comment on it next week.
Yeah.
Jaadugar, an obvious past, and Sparks Tomorrow, a imaginative past. And by that I mean ignore me. Anyways, Tanner,
Kevin,
can you please tell the audience how to become part of the show? If they choose to. Sorry, brain not working.
If you would so like to interact with us in any way, reach out, comment. Kevin's been pretty active on the Twitter recently, I will say.
It's true. I don't know what's happened. Twitter, you know what it is? I turned Twitter notifications on, which was a huge mistake. Because I actually respond to things now.
That's right. So if you want to see all of Kevin's based or unbased opinions, please, you can find us in a multitude of places, one of which, of course, is Twitter. That's probably where we have the most activity right now. True. But beyond that, there's also the usual Instagram, Blue Sky. You can find us on YouTube for some YouTube Shorts content as well as the full episodes.
Oh.
And then...
Good plug.
That's right. We also have an email if any of you would like to reach out in that form, animegourmands@gmail.com. By the way, the tag for all of our other social medias is @animegourmands. You spell gourmands the way you spell gourmands. And finally, if you so happen to be listening to this podcast on Spotify, down below, there is a comment section where Kevin will post a poll that you can answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can also talk to us in that way. It's probably one of the most primary ways.
Yes, I would say so. Polls are usually like, oh, which of these anime were your favorite? Or, you know, if it's an anime specific review, it'll be like, how would you rate it? And I give 5 options, varying from like very good to the worst. But I say it in ways some might consider cringe, others might consider it based. It's up to you to decide.
Others might consider. Is Kevin cringe or based? Let us know down below.
I think we all know the answer to that already. But, gentlemen, thank you for joining me this week. And let's talk about next week, why don't we? Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, 3 episodes of that.
Yeah.
I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day, 3 episodes of that. And Ghost in the Shell, 3 episodes of those 3 anime. Another 9 episodes down the book. And of course, don't forget, next week we are also going to be declaring our wild card anime. So if you haven't already decided, like maybe some of us have, I would recommend.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking about myself. I've decided.
Oh.
Smoker girl.
Yeah, Yanni Neko. Yeah, Chainsmoker Cat.
Yep, that's right. Chainsmoker Cat, you got me. That's the one.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I feel like we have to watch it though.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If one of you guys want to do it, it's not mine. I'm not going to be voting it in. I'm just letting you guys know right now.
Oh, do we
all
have
right?
to watch it? We have to watch party it.
Oh, God. I don't know. Well, yeah, you're right. I think he's onto something. No, I do have my pick already. And the only reason why I wouldn't pick it is if somebody else picks it, which I don't think anyone will. So we are chilling. All right. Gents, thank you for joining again. We will reconvene next week regarding those 3 anime and the wild card. Until then, waiter, I believe it's time for us to go. Could I please have the check? And then the waiter goes, oui, monsieur, ha ha. And then he leaves and we leave. Boom. That's it. That's the show.